Hello families and welcome back to the channel. So a quick one, I want to quickly give you a summary of storage business that we've done this year. If you want a detailed video on all the storage business, make sure you check all those videos out. They are everywhere on my channel. Make sure you check them out. Okay, so the updates on or the summary of the storage business that we've done this year. I wrote everything down, so I'll be reading it to you. Also, I would advise you get your pen and your paper to write it down so you will know when it's time to store in the coming year. Alright, so in January we stored yam. I did yam storage in January, and I told you guys that I made profit. I made huge profit from yam storage business. Though I invested small, I cashed out big time before I invested a whole lot of funds. Even the whole lot of funds, I still cashed out, but because I'm a newbie, I made mistakes. Do you understand? Because I was a newbie, I made mistakes, but I still made profit. But initial one that I invested little, I cashed out like 100%. I invested 20,000 naira and I made 18,000 naira profit. I think that should be close to 100%. So I made 38,000 naira total. Then I invested 150,000 naira, and for the 150,000 naira, it's meant to be like, you know, more. But I just gained like 230,000 naira, including my capital, within a period of 2 weeks. Okay, the storage I didn't like waste time, because it's something I'm not used to. It's something that I've not done for a while. So I've not done it. Let me not say for a while, I've not done it. So I had to sell off on time. I didn't make much, but actually made profit. So that's what we stored in January. For those that stored, let me know in the comment section. Alright, then in March, palm oil came out, but I asked people not to store palm oil because then it was very, very expensive. I asked them to wait till like April, May, June, and some people stored April, May, June. But for people that stored the yam, that had excess yam in January that couldn't sell off, I asked them to hold the yam and convert it to yam flour. Elubo. If you've not seen the video of Elubo, you go and check it out. That video will make you understand the right time to store Elubo. So go and check out that video of Elubo. So for people that stored yam that could not sell the yam when the price dropped, it was too low, I asked them to save it, sun dry it, and sell it as Elubo. That was in March. And also in March we had palm oil coming up. I said no, don't buy palm oil because it is very, very expensive, that the price will still drop. And truthfully, in April the price dropped to 10,000 naira, and I asked people to start storing. Lots of people reached out to me and said, Family Julie, I want you to stop palm oil for me. I'm like, no, I'm not available. And yes, I was busy that period of time, so I could not store for people. But did I store? I stored. I stored 25 kegs of 25 liters of palm oil. I got it at 10,000 naira, and I sold it in October ending. Yeah, that's when I sold it. I sold each for 23,000 naira because of the market I was selling to. Some people sold for 25,000 naira, but I sold mine for 23,000 naira each. So I made 13,000 naira profit on each of the gallons I sold. Okay, I hope you are taking notes, and I hope you are jotting the period of time that I stored and when I sold. All right, so in June, I talked about plantain farming, the hidden business, the hidden secrets in plantain business. I can start plantain farming with 20,000. I can trade plantain. Yes, and some people tap into that. Did I trade plantain? Trust me, I have loads of plantain farms that I set up for clients. I have my personal farm that I set up for myself. So I had to help my clients to sell off their plantains that period of time. Plantain was super cheap that period of time. So what I did was, I was getting from places that it was super cheap, and I had to start selling to places that it was expensive. That was what I did. And when I'm coming to your farm to ask you, are you ready to sell? What is your price? I make sure I ask the price you are selling, because I know the cost of cultivation. I don't just come and say, no, you have to give me at this price. No. What price are you selling? If the price is favorable to me, I'll look for the market and sell to them. Okay, so I sold plantain in June. Yes, and that's why I talked about how you can start plantain business with less than 20,000 naira. Anything I talk about on my channel is something I have done. I want you to take note of that. Anything I talk about on my channel is something I have done. So that's what I did in June. When I noticed that the price of plantain started dropping, that it was becoming too low, what I did was I started sun drying my plantain to convert them to plantain flour, the same way we did for yam. See, you need to note all these things. You don't just sell your market anyhow, even when it's not favoring you. So I had to like slice them, sun dry them, keep it to the period of time that it was expensive. Currently, this is December, but I started selling my plantain flakes off in November. Yes, I started selling my plantain flakes off in November when it became very expensive. We are doing business, all right? So I started selling them off when it became very, very expensive in November. It's still expensive now, but I finished selling them off since first week of December. Me, I don't have big eye, so I just try my best to sell them when I think the price is favorable for me. All right, so in July, I think it was in July, I shouted it's time to store average storage period, egusi, ogbono, maize and the rest. I did not store egusi. I did not store egusi because that period of time I was very busy. I had loads of work. I had farm management work at hand. And you guys know managing workers is one of the most tedious aspects of my own business. Okay, so I did not store egusi because egusi requires like sun drying all the time. Okay, but for those that store egusi, you start selling your egusi from next year January ending / February. So if you store egusi, please don't sell it now. But if you are comfortable with the current price of egusi, you can decide to sell. Okay, if you feel, oh, you've made enough profit, let me just say, you don't want to risk it, please sell off. Okay, but it's to reach its peak by January ending. Okay, so make sure you take note of that. All right, then in August, hey, everywhere was onions. So onions was everywhere. Onions was super cheap. People were like, you guys should buy onions, store onions for December. These onions should be very expensive in December. Oh, yes, I did not store onions again because onions is one of this crop or this commodity that requires attention. You need to sun dry it often. That wasn't available, but people that listen to, oh, I don't think I made mention of onions business. I've not talked about onion storage business on the channel. Maybe I'm going to create time to create that content for those that might be interested in storing onions. All right. And in October, November, you guys saw my maize I harvested from my farm. So the maize we harvested that day, for those that have not seen the vlog, make sure you check the vlog out. The maize we harvested that day, we are sun drying. I still have my maize here. I have not sold it because I am targeting the next time to sell. I'm targeting to sell it by January ending, when it will be, the price will be comfortable for me to sell off. See guys, all this storage business is timing. You need to understand the timing to be able to make profit from it. Once you've understood the timing, storage business is gold. It's very profitable. I cannot put all my hands into storage business because I have lots of things that I'm doing. I'm into dog breeding, I have my farms I'm managing, I'm into farm setup, I create content for the channel. So I just have to, like, in as much I'm doing everything, I want to be a pro, I want to be an expert in whatever I'm saying, in whatever I am doing. Alright, so for those that stored, let me know how you stored in the comment section, the month you stored, when you sold. For those that did not store, what are you waiting for? I'm going to push you to store. I'm going to hold you like hand and guide you to store. Alright, so I'm thinking of doing another video on rice business. Rice business have been on my mind for a while now, and I think some people might be interested in starting rice business, especially those that are outside the country. This business is another aspect I want you to invest your funds in. Yes, I really want you to invest your funds in rice business. I'm going to sit down, maybe draft out something. It's not like a pitch, it's not like a business plan. I'm not pitching for anyone, but I just want you to see the idea that I have on my head. If it's something you can work out, if it's something you can do. Alright, so before we end the year, don't forget to book me for consultation, farm setup, farm management. Also, don't forget to download the Farm Market app. You know what the Farm Market app is all about, right? Okay, so make sure you download the Farm Market app. Don't just download, upload your products on the Farm Market app, and we'll help you get visible. Okay, so you are just uploading your product and we are looking for the market for your produce. Okay, since somebody to call me, oh Julie, I have these products for sale, just call me, oh Julie, I uploaded my products on the Farm app, can you help me look for the market for it? And one way, I'm on it. Alright, I hope you got value, I hope you enjoyed today's video. If you did, smash the like button, smash the subscribe button, and I'm going to see you in my next video.